I'm Christina. I am the Career Pathway Coordinator here at the Ogden Weaver Technical College. I worked with high school students who are interested in the Utah Aerospace Pathway Program. Joining me is our program instructor, Neil Crookston. Neil has over 20 years experience in the composites industry. He started by sweeping floors in their family-owned composites facility. Neil's expertise is in mold making, vacuum infusion, laser placement, hand layup, and various other methods of composite application. While at QMAC and TCB Composites, Neil worked with other composite technicians and engineers in research and development, creating the future of the world we live in. Neil is continually focused on the future of the composite industry. One of his company's primary focuses is additive manufacturing and how 3D printing can be used for mold making, tool making, and prototyping. We'll start the session by watching a short video about our composites program, and then we'll have Neil tell us a little bit more as students send in their questions.
Hey, how you doing? My name's Will. I'm a student here at the Ogden Weaver Technical College. I am making some sunglass lenses now. So what I've got here is I've got the basic lens, and I'm going to add some lead-in lines for the water jet to cut. So we'll start here, draw a generic line. This, and that will give me a basic lead-in line for the lens to be cut. Another one, and that will be my start. All right, so I changed it up a little bit. What I decided to do is cut two lenses at one time, which means I'm going to have to change my lead-in and lead-out lines, which you can see that I already did here. So for the sake of this instruction, I've dropped the water level. Usually we have the water level up to keep everything a little bit more contained, a little cleaner. But for the sake of this demo, we're going to leave the water down so you can really see the cut happening. All right, so I've been testing out a couple things. I've made a jig here. With the jig, I put the lenses in, which the cut will be made out of. Nozzle up off of the jig so I can move it out of the way. I have taken one lens out already, but you can see the other one free floating after it was cut. I take the other one out. So there's my two lenses. Handprint. Thumbs up.
Joining us is Neil, our composite instructor. Neil, do you want to tell us a little bit about the composites program?
Sure. Yeah. Hi, my name is Neil Crookston, and I'm one of the composites instructors here at the Ogden Weaver Tech College. So here at Ogden Weaver Tech College, what you saw in the video was the water jet. That's probably one of my more favorite pieces of equipment, and that cuts whatever you want to have cut, whether it's composites or rock or steel or glass, with a beam of water and a little bit of abrasive that's in it. It's pretty neat. You can do some really cool designs, and actually it's very functional and for finishing your final projects. But here at Ogden Weaver Tech College, start you off with some basic stuff where you're learning fiberglass and carbon fiber. And we clocks and RC cars and all sorts of different projects that we have throughout the way. And the reason we do different projects is not so that you actually have to build a clock or an RC car, but we have projects so that you get to lay things up, mix resin, cut things, and finish the project so that you can actually have some finished things. We go by blueprints, and we have the opportunity to read those and understand. We have just a whole gambit full of things here. And yeah, that's kind of, but we take you through about a 500 to 600 hour program, and by the end of it, we hope that you have a pretty good understanding of what you're kind of doing. And there's a big industry along the Wasatch Front for composite technicians, so that's why we're here. We're here to help you guys learn about it, and it's an exciting industry. Yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
Perfect. Well, we do have a question from Benson. He says, do you think that jobs that use composites will be relevant in 20 to 35 years?
Absolutely. Yeah. So composites has been around for a long time. I think aerospace, whenever you think of carbon fiber and fiberglass, just think of performance. So anything you can make anything anytime you can make anything lighter and stronger, you're going to have a need for it. Aviation is just going to get higher performance, and you're going to need more capabilities. So whether it's military or whether it's private or whether it's sporting equipment or whether it's biking, there will be jobs dealing with carbon fiber and fiberglass. Racing, we have a really high concentration of aerospace because of Hill Air Force Base and some other companies that deal with military aircraft along the Wasatch Front. So yes, absolutely. In 20 years, I think it'll be more common and more popular than it is now. It's still it's out there and it's being used a lot now, but I think as people figure out how to use it even better, it'll get more common. So yes.
Awesome. We have another question from Adia Kent. She asks, where is the composites class located?
We are at the BDO. So if you know where the main campus is off of Washington next to Lowe's, we are actually on 2nd Street by the water tower in the business depot. Yeah, that's where we're at. We're in it looks like an old warehouse from the outside, but you come on in, it's been renovated and it's nice, a clean area, and that's where we're at.
Awesome. Great. And what kind of students excel in your program?
If you like to work with your hands, if you like to build things, we kind of tailor to that. If we're pretty lab heavy program, and we did that on purpose because technicians and people who work with composites are going to be those individuals who have some dexterity and some artistic ability and some it's going to be prone to those people who like to build things and actually create and think through things. I always recommend, when we're doing a project, think with the end in mind. You have this final project that you want, or final product that you want to have done, and you got to get there. And there's a lot of different ways to get there, and we try and teach those different ways. So
awesome. It looks like Anthony has his hand raised. Anthony, see here. I have unmuted you. Do you have a microphone to ask your question? Okay, I guess not. Okay, and then I believe this will be our last question. What impressed you the most when you first got into composites?
I love the contours and the shapes that you can build. I like the artistic aspect of it. When I think of metal and I think of other materials, I think of kind of clunky old rectangular and cornery things, but composites is all about, you look at the F-35 and you look at the bikes and the equipment that comes out, and they have nice shapes and they just look futuristic to me. So to me, composites is future. It's just kind of the way that I think it's going to go. And there's a place for metal, and there's a place for composites, and I really like the creativity factor of it, where if you can think it, you can make it.
Awesome. All right, so the next session, starting at OTech, is going to be starting here in the next room. So I am going to plug the link down below for you guys. If you have questions that you were not able to have answered, we will be taking note of those and sending out the responses to the students who were not answered.